Our five main pranas. Five subsidiary pranas. And work of karmendriyas. Five karmendriyas. Five main pranas, five subsidiary pranas, and five karmendriyas are part of pranamayakosha. Main pranas you have seen: prana, apana, samana, udana, and vyana. The subsidiary pranas are kurma, krigara, naga, dhanajaya, and devadatta. Together with karmendriyas, five karmendriyas: vak, pani, padam, payu, upastha. Vak, pani, padam, payu, upastha. These are karmendriyas, organs of action. Karmendriyas. Mouth. Vak എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മൗത്ത്. പാണി ഹാൻഡ്സ്. പാദം കാൽ ലെഗ്സ്. പായു ജനിറ്റൽ. ഉപസ്ഥം anus. So five main pranas, five subsidiary pranas, and five karmendriyas together forms the pranamayakosha. ഇത് പരീക്ഷയ്ക്ക് വരും കേട്ടോ. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ട് ഇത് മറക്കാൻ പഠിച്ചേക്കാം. ഇത് എന്തുകൊണ്ട് why we are putting very crucial things in the examination questions is because these are very important when you continue your study for the next level and study the applications of it, all these things comes there. And unless you know this, maybe you have to start it again in the second level. So just before you go, we tested whether you know this. So you have the base. So you can go. Then manomayakosha. Manomayakosha consists of five sense organs, five what do you call sensations: seeing, feeling, tasting. Five senses, sense organ, five senses, and analytical mind. Five sense organs, five senses, and five analytical, and not five, analytical mind. അല്ല അതായത് അനാലിസിസ് നടത്തുന്ന മൈൻഡ്, കമ്പയറിങ് മൈൻഡ്, മനസ്സ്. ബുദ്ധിക്ക് നമ്മൾ ബുദ്ധി എന്ന് തന്നെയാണല്ലോ പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പം മനസ്സ്, ബുദ്ധി, അഹങ്കാരം. അപ്പം ഇത് മനസ്സ്. അപ്പോൾ മanomayakosha consists of five sense organs, five senses, and analytical part of the mind. In our system, in Vedantic system, the mind is divided into analytical mind, discriminative mind, and the identifying mind, and the ego mind. So the analytical mind is manas. ഇതാണ് അനലിറ്റിക്കൽ മൈൻഡ്. ബുദ്ധി, ഇൻ്റലക്ട്, intellectual mind, intellect. It is part of the mind, but in the Vedantic tradition, they separate it and view it separately. Manasa, buddhi, ahankaram, ahankaram, ഈഗോ. ഈ ആണോ ഐ ആണോ? Analytical mind, ahankara, ego, and identified self. അതിനെ ചിത്ത് എന്ന് പറയും. ചിത്ത്. ഇതിൽ മനസ്സെന്ന് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നത് ഈ പാർട്ടാണ്. ദിസ് ഈസ് മൈൻഡ്. ഡിസ്ക്രിമിനേറ്റീവ് മൈൻഡാണ്. ബുദ്ധി ഡിസ്ക്രിമിനേറ്റീവ് മൈൻഡാണ്. അപ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെ ബുദ്ധി ഈസ് ദ ഡിസ്ക്രിമിനേറ്റീവ് മൈൻഡ്. Analytical mind, the process of analysis that is done by the mind. How does the mind do these things? It gets information from the external world through the sense organs. And by way of as sensations, it gets into your mind. When once it is in the mind, you don't know what is it. So immediately the mind comes into play, the manas comes into play, and it starts to do a process of analysis. Analysis is done by recalling earlier memories and trying to compare what is going on, to identify what is coming on the way. അതിനാണ് അനലിറ്റിക്കൽ മൈൻഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ദാറ്റ് അനലിറ്റിക്കൽ മൈൻഡ് ഈസ് ദ മനസ്. In Sanskrit it is manas. Then when that is analyzed, sufficiently compared with the previous data, then some other instrument comes into play, which is part of the mind, which is called buddhi. That is the discriminative mind. It comes and discriminates between what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. So buddhi is only doing this. Basic function of buddhi is discriminating and determine. Discriminate and determine. Discrimination and determination. And that is done by buddhi. And when that is done, there is someone who is inside that feel happy. I'm good. A feeling of I sense comes. I know this. And this is the ego. And then after some time, the synthesized product of your understanding, you convert it into some concepts or some ideas, and you keep it, and you gradually to feel that you are that knowledge deeply. You understand like that. And that is why somebody comes and challenges that idea, you start to feel very upset, as if you are being challenged. You are not challenged, your ideas are challenged, but that distance we will not get. This is the identity, and then you feel you are that I. This is the self-imposed I. You create an I, and you feel that you are that I. And that I is called Chit. It is very pure, it is full of knowledge, it knows, but this is the identified self. And beyond that is the Brahman or the consciousness. Well, all the work we are doing here in this area, manomayakosha is functioning. Incidentally, I wrote this. Manomayakosha consists of manas, analytical mind, 5 sense organs and 5 senses.
So it is both the feeling and thoughts.
Feeling?
And thoughts.
Yeah, everything that is there in the memory. And feelings you cannot record as it is. You can get an idea of what you have felt. You cannot record any feelings, but some kind of a memory, a general idea of the feeling will be there. That is why you cannot. That is why it is understood that you cannot record your feelings. Then when you say that feeling, or when you see somebody crying, then that part gets stimulated and you can cry. But some people can recollect and also do, but that is a completely different process. So this is the manomayakosha. Then comes the vijnanamayakosha. Vijnanamayakosha is the intellectual sheath, the knowledge sheath. Vijnana means knowledge. And it consists of 5 sensations plus the discriminative mind. Which is buddhi. Which is buddhi. Our sensations are, when something is happening, you record everything in the memory. So in the memory, the sensations as you got and some understanding about what you sensed is there, and whether the sensations that came to you is good or not needs to be understood. Otherwise, yeah, it comes in both. Because for the analytical process it is required. For the discriminative process also it is required. This is not there. It has done its job. Sense organs have done its job, the information was put in. The informed information that you have within you, you are trying to program it, make something on it, to understand, analyze it first, that is part of the manomayakosha. Then the knowledge formulating system, which involves buddhi into it, to discriminate and determine whether it is good or bad, right or wrong. So this is the function of Vijnanamayakosha. Then comes Anandamayakosha. Anandamayakosha. ചോദിക്കണം.
അത് ഒരു കാര്യം അറിയുന്നു എന്ന അനുഭവമാണ് ആ സ്വീറ്റ്നെസ്.
അതിനകത്ത് ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു പ്രൈഡ് പോലെ തോന്നിക്കും, ഞാൻ അറിഞ്ഞു.
ഡിസ്കഷൻ സാർ പറഞ്ഞായിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് അതിനൊന്നും കുഴപ്പമില്ല, ഞാനാണ് അറിഞ്ഞത് എന്നുള്ളൊരു സാധനം ഉണ്ടെന്നുള്ളത്. അതിന്റെ ടൂൾ എന്താണ്?
ഇത് വിടാനായിട്ടോ? അത് എങ്ങനെ വിടും? അപ്പോൾ എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ when this idea is coming that I am the one who understood it. അപ്പം actually we don't have ownership on that. Suppose if that instrument was not working, you will not get into this problem. നമുക്ക് അറിഞ്ഞുകൂടാ, നമ്മൾ നോക്കിയിട്ടൊന്നും മനസ്സിലായില്ല. When you are continuously looking and you don't understand, so this problem is not coming till you understand. And then you start to get identified with that it is my knowledge. When you start to feel that it is my knowledge, then you establish a hold on your knowledge. ഇല്ല, അറിഞ്ഞത് പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കില്ല. പരീക്ഷയ്ക്കൊക്കെ പിള്ളേർ പോകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ചോദിച്ചാലും പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കില്ല, മാർക്ക് കൂടുതൽ നമുക്ക് കിട്ടണം. അങ്ങനെ വരും, അത് നോർമലായിട്ടാണ്. അതാണ് it is the work of the deeper instrument. Whatever you understood, you want to hold on that.
Because of this sweetness, because of this joy that...
because of the joy. Yeah. So far we are there, we are really a closed person. And feeling joy, but you are not opening to the vast possibility of becoming the source. That's patula. It will not work. Vadana limitation. So this kind of a limitation happens there, not even in Vijnanamayakosha. You identify yourself with the knowledge. You are not the knowledge, you are more than that. But we identify that I know this. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ കേട്ടാൽ മതി എന്ന് പറയും. അല്ല, മനോമയാകോശം is doing that analytical program. അപ്പോൾ ആ analytical program, if it is not there, the discriminative mind cannot do anything. They are working in collaboration. Analysis is done by the mind, manas, and then the analyzed product is there. Then somebody else is coming there, which is buddhi, the intellect, and it starts to discriminate and determine that, this is not good, this is good. This is right, this is not right. So that is your knowledge. And usually we stop there. Usually. And then for some people, they cannot remain like that. They wanted to test their understanding as something which is proved. And so for that, what they can do is, they wanted to apply it on other people to get a confirmation. I have understood it like that. Then I want a confirmation, whether it works in other people or not. And then, without trying, you feel that it works in everybody. It happened to me like that. When I went to Vadakat Junction on a Saturday evening at 4 o'clock, and there was a strange guy, and he really tried to intimidate me. That was my experience on Saturday 4 o'clock. So if you start to feel that Saturday 4 o'clock is not a good time to go there, so careful. Unknowingly we are saying, because it is your personal experience that you generalize and apply on the whole population, and you made an idea. And this is your concept. You are trying to make a concept so that you feel better, because I have understood a broader area of understanding. This is how we make concepts.
Data formation of ഇങ്ങനെയല്ലേ ജനറലൈസ് ഇവിടുത്തെ സയന്റിഫിക് ഡാറ്റ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സാധനത്തിന് ഈ ഏരിയയിൽ വെച്ചിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ ജനറലൈസ്
ഇങ്ങനെയല്ല ജനറലൈസേഷൻ. അതാണ്, that is the difference. This is just a guesswork. It is my experience at 4 o'clock, so whoever goes there at 4 o'clock will get this feeling. It is ജനറലൈസ് ചെയ്യാൻ ഒക്കില്ല, ചുമ്മാ പറയണതാ. എങ്ങനെ ജനറലൈസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? വേറൊരുത്തനും ഈ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് വന്നില്ല. നമ്മളങ്ങ് പറയാണ് 4 മണിക്ക് പോയാൽ നിനക്ക് കുഴപ്പമാണ്, 4 മണിക്ക് മുമ്പ് സൂക്ഷിച്ച് പോകണം. അങ്ങനെ പറയാൻ. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ, when a person is saying that 4 o'clock is dangerous to go there based on a personal experience, we feel we have generalized it, but we have not generalized it. You have to bring 50 people there. One by one you send there at 4 o'clock. If nobody gets that experience, your theory is gone. അത് കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് പോയി. അതാണ് നമുക്ക് അതിനെ സയൻസായിട്ട് കണക്കാക്കാം. ആ 2 പേര് എക്സെപ്ഷൻസായിട്ട് നിൽക്കും. ഇതല്ല നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സയൻസിന് ഇങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ സയൻസിൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് പോയിട്ട് ചിലപ്പം കാല് പിടിക്കേണ്ടി വരും. ഈ പരിപാടി നടക്കില്ല അവിടെ. ഓണസ്റ്റി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു സാധനം ഇതിനകത്ത് നഷ്ടപ്പെടും, മറ്റതിനകത്ത് അതുണ്ടാവും. കാരണം ആ കള്ളം പറയില്ല. ഇപ്പം നമുക്ക് ഇത്രേ അറിയാവൂ, നാളെ കുറച്ചുകൂടെ അറിയുമ്പോൾ പറയാൻ ബാക്കിയെന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. നമുക്കത് ഇല്ല. We know only this much now, and tomorrow when we know more, we will put it out for you. അത് നമ്മുടെ ഈ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് പറയില്ല, ഇങ്ങനെയാണെന്നങ്ങ് പറയും. ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി ലൈക്ക് ദിസ് എന്നങ്ങ് പറയും. അപ്പം നമ്മൾ മാസ്റ്റർ പറഞ്ഞതല്ലേ, വി ഫീൽ ദാറ്റ് ദിസ് ട്രൂത്ത്. ഈ പരിപാടി സയൻസിനകത്ത് നമുക്ക് കിട്ടും. അതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ വ്യത്യാസം. ദിസ് വിൽ നോട്ട് വർക്ക് ഇൻ സയൻസ്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ വി ഹാവ് ടു കീപ്പ് എ ലിറ്റിൽ സയൻറ്റിഫിക് മൈൻഡ് ആക്ച്വലി. അതർവൈസ് ആഫ്റ്റർ സം ടൈം യുവർ സ്പിരിച്വാലിറ്റി will be criticized by people who knows things. You will lose the locus standi. അത് പറ്റാത്ത കാര്യമാണ്. So you need to keep a scientific mind to maximum, and then of course there are things which cannot be proved by science. Maybe tomorrow they will do, but now it's not possible. So at least we have to come closer to that point. പറഞ്ഞോ.
പൂവ് കണ്ടു, പക്ഷെ അത് എൻ്റെ അല്ല ഒരു അറ്റം സ്വീകരിച്ച
ഓണസ്റ്റാണ്. പൂ കണ്ടു, വളരെ മനോഹരമായിരിക്കുന്ന പൂ. You have seen a flower which is so beautiful. You have never seen such a smiling flower. And then this smile is the most fantastic smile of this particular Neela Kamal. What? And at that time you get the sensation that I have to go closer to that. I have to go closer to really see and feel. Naturally we will be drawn to the Neela Kamal. And there you smell it, you feel it, and then unknowingly you are trying to become one with that. This is why the senses are, this is how the senses are working. It is really making you come closer and feel and then become one. It's an inherent, that I will say in manomayakosha. That inherent tendency will come there and we go there and we see. And then when you have to go away from the flower, you find it little difficult. So you say bye bye, and then you say bye bye again. Then you again say bye bye. You cannot go bye bye. See, understand? You are going with the feeling inside. We are not going away. We are trying to hold it, mentally possessing it. This is the beautiful part. That is what we are going to look in Anamayakosha. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ക്ലിയർ അല്ലേ ഇത്രയും?